And yeah, industry play. I mean, that's the thing. Is the deeper you got into Eve, the less it was just a comfy game that you could play with your friends, and the more it became a game that you needed the backing of a corp to play. Very much at the higher levels, that was very true. Oh no, Twisty One. I always enjoy chatting about Eve. I love other people's stories about it. Right, Sheelab, what iron tools would you like me to make you? Which are the first ones that you want? Duct tape and the wood that I'm now going to be missing. Already have an axe and shovel, so pickaxes and a claw hammer is probably the things for you then. So I just need a little bit of duct tape. I don't have a claw hammer myself yet, so I'm probably not going to stress too much about getting one of those yet. Need bones. Oh, my bad. And tonk. Not everyone can be a banker, lawyer, day trader, making six figures and playing Eve to kill time. And if that's not you, they don't want you. I mean, some corps, yeah. Some corps definitely did do fit that description. Yeah, nothing like suddenly picking up the floor, and indeed, Sally's knocked in. Hey, Oshajard. How you doing, mate? Thank you so much for the 13 months. Honestly, I found wormholes. Wormholes were the comfiest place for me. Wormholes were the comfiest place because they were the most dangerous place. And also the safest place. They were dangerous because there's literally no law there. Like, nothing. And they're hard to get in and out of, and you needed a specific set of skills to even exist in wormhole space. And they were expensive because you needed a station. But they were also the safest because there was no global chat. It was just empty. Your safety in like a much more populous kind of sector in Eve was being part of the swarm. A certain percentage of ships are going to get popped. That's just the way it is. But, you know, it's a small percentage, and there's lots of ships. So, you know, there's a reasonably good chance you're not going to be one of the ones that popped. Wormhole space is the exact opposite. It's empty. Space is big, and there's no easy way of knowing you're there. And so, you just kind of exist. And who knows? Someone might be looking for you. You just get used to keeping D-scan open so you can see if probes are out. But for the most part, even finding where you are, like not just like where you are in the system, but finding the system you're in, difficult. So I just exist there. How did you get the goods out? Whenever we'd built up enough goods to want to take them out, we would scan there was like 6 or 7 of us. No, in the end, it was like just down to 3 of us. But, you know, we got very, very good at scanning. You have to be good at scanning if you're living in a wormhole. We just scan a route out. We lived in a class 4 wormhole with a permanent class 4 connection, or rather guaranteed class 4 connection. So it would always connect to another class 4 wormhole. And, you know, some days it would be like, yeah, I've spent the last 3 hours looking for a way out, but I'm still not out. So let's just go tomorrow. Some days it would be like that. Very, very infrequently. Most of the time we'd be like, yeah, I found a way out. It's 2 jumps. One into a class 4 wormhole that had a jump out into low sec, or if you were super lucky, into high sec. I don't actually remember if there was ever that easy of a trip for us, but you know, generally to get the high sec, the best would be 3 jumps. No one camping the wormhole exit? Well, that's the thing. it would take time for them to find where the wormhole exit was. They're not anchored in space permanently. They move between systems. Aavak, how do you find the time to play all these games, read all the books, etc.? Yes, Canty Luden has it, right? I don't sleep. Also, I cut out dinner time because sometimes I don't eat. Have I ever read anything by the author Jim Butcher? Doesn't ring any bells. That sounds like Eve for mellow survivalists, and it fantastically fits my mental image of you. Kind of. Yeah, we just lived in wormholes, and occasionally you'd have someone pop in, looking around, and maybe you'd have an altercation. Maybe you wouldn't. Maybe you'd be looking for another place, and you'd find someone else in a wormhole, and maybe you'd have an altercation. Maybe you wouldn't. Some days you just didn't feel like it. Some days you felt like it. Wormholes, and the other thing with wormholes is you could collapse a wormhole by driving enough mass through it. So if there was a wormhole into a system that looked, oh, okay, this is there's a corp here with a sizable no, this is dangerous. We would just drive big ships back and forth through the wormhole to the because we knew how much weight. So, you know, in the very early part of the day, quite often one of us would scan the wormholes, and we'd know then where we were reasonably certain that we'd have it. Oh, no worries. Sorry, Sheila. Sure, you head on to sleep, sweetheart. I will get you your axe your pickaxe put together, and I will pop it into a chest. In fact, I can probably get it crafting right now. What I'll do then is, so that you don't miss out on the Horde Night, I will go right up to day 7, and then I will wrap up the stream there. It's probably only half an hour. That makes a bit of sense. Let me get you your pickaxe. What am I? Oh, I'm lacking. I need to make it into duct tape first. Dunk. There we go. I will pop that into a storage chest. But yeah, we'll just throw a chunky ship back and forth through the wormhole until it destabilized and collapsed, and then a new guaranteed class 4 wormhole would spawn somewhere in the system to a class 4 wormhole. Probably not the same one. In fact, I don't think there was ever a time where we collapsed a wormhole and it relinked to the same system. It was a good time. Enjoyed it. Also, that's where I started to make the Plex. Like, up until that point, I would make like 1 or 2 Plex a month. Enough to keep my account rolling and building up a very small surplus of Plex over time. Because I basically bought my game times through in-game money. Living in the wormhole changed that drastically. That's when I started making the mega big bucks off running sleeper sites and stuff like that. And then I think after a year, 2 years, something like that, I was like, right, I made my money. Pirate's life, you know, I'm going to retire to the white sand beach and live out the rest of my days. Goldfish shoals, nibbling at my toes, etc. And I took my enormous bank balance and I just invested it enormously into trading. And I completely pivoted my skills to trading skills. And you know, it's like real life, you know. You've got enough money. Money makes money. I had so much cash that I could easily make money even though I had bad trading skills. It's like being the chip leader when you're playing poker. I think I've used that analogy many times. If you have enough money, you can force the situation to be good for you money-wise. You have a good sleep, Sheila. Your axe... Did I start making it? No, I did not. There we are. Pickaxe is being made. It will be made in 3 minutes and 24 seconds if you do want to wait. I'll drop everything off. Waxing nostalgic about Eve. Yeah, sounds like real life. Yeah, no, absolutely. It sounds like real life. Hi. Hello. We've got an experience delivery outside. Hi. Sorry. What time is it there, Aavak? It is 2 minutes past the strike of 8 of the clock in the morning. Oh, look at that. Here comes the sun. My lord. Hey, buddy. My lord. Probably die just from bleeding wounds at this point. The belly jiggle, though. Wow. Right. Got 1 minute and 42 seconds left. Okay, here's what I've managed to build so far, Sheelab. Gonna want a pillar. Plunk. And then pillar frames. Or like rather go pillars rather. 1 meter pillars. Right, so this is ground level. 1, 2, 3. Probably going to want to take it up 2 more, and then I'll be happy with its height. Yeah, I did find the cobble left in the chest. Thank you very much for that. Good on the devs for an unconventional use of jiggle physics. I guess so, actually, thinking about it like that. Wow, more experience has delivered itself. $26 seconds left on the construction. I wish I could have found more, but I guess all the cobble was hidden inside buildings rather than obviously outside. But this is true. There are only a few points of interest that have easily accessible cobble, I found. There's a couple of building site ones. He'll die from blood loss at this point. Or from, you know, head loss. That's also a way that she might die. I'll take this opportunity to chop down this tree while that nurse heads on over. Oh my goodness. You are properly weighing in there. Oh, level 10. Nice. And we were going to go for... Ah, damn. Let me quickly see if I finished making... Ah, I finished making it. I'm sorry. I would have been able to make a level 3. Oh, well. Phew. Sorry, Jan. Really? Sorry, Jen, again. You're welcome, Sheila. No worries at all. I do like that, the impact. Like, the fact that I hit her in the arm spun her around. Alright. You can feel free to head on back to base. Log off in there. I will do a little bit more work on getting the horde base ready. But then I will wrap up before, or rather at the dawn of the 7th day. Sheila Bangi, indeed. Yeah, using the shovel on a pallet with blue cloth will quite often get you cobble, and the sacks will get you cement. I had to remember which way around that went. A little bit more tree before I can continue on that. No Starship Lab. Yeah, so right now I'm doing... I increased total damage by 20% and block damage by 60%. So I'm going to be able to damage blocks. So, for example, trees. I don't believe trees are considered entities. But, like, you know, if I were trying to break through a wall, I would be doing 60% more damage rather than 30. Whereas Mother Load will give me more materials for the for mining a node. But right now, I'm not getting more materials by being able to do more damage. I'm just getting those materials faster, in effect. Because each node effectively has a static amount of materials I'll get from it based on my other skills, namely minus 69er. Sorry, Mother Load. So here, finding more ore is starting to become a second nature to you. Harvest 40% more ore, stone, terrain blocks, and trees with any axe, pick, shovel, chainsaw, or auger. And little by little, we'll build up a skill set that will allow me to get things a little bit faster that way. I need 12 of these, then I'm going to want spikes, but I'll do the spikes last. Let's get another 10 of these, I think. Now down there is going to be a spike pit. My hope is to dissuade zombies from trying to attack this pillar, which is going to support the actual combat platform of our horde base. And eventually I'm gonna repeat this pattern, and we're gonna have lots and lots of these pillars holding up a larger horde base given time. The idea will be to dissuade them from jumping down there or attacking the pillar. So there's a gap, so they would have to jump down in order to attack it, and there'll be spikes at the bottom. And when there is a viable path to me, they're not going to elect to jump down there and attack this. Or at least that's the hope. Good night, Varin. Still got a decent amount of cobble. Now, if the path to me ever gets removed, then I would expect them to attack this. So that's the flip side of it. That's 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's copy shape. 4, 5. At this point, we'll have a top. There you go. Just repeat it all. You can still make electrified pools of water. I don't think the pools of water have ever been electrified, but you can use electric fences across water, which is a really good combination, actually. We want spikes. Wooden spikes, and I want exactly 8 of them. Wood should be all I need. Now then, cobble can support, I believe, 12 cobble tiles out from itself. Or in total. So... trying to think of how I'm going to structurally support this. Generally speaking, it's good to have these support pillars on the very corners of a structure, and we'll probably still do that. So this initial horde base is... I guess I could go ahead and just dig this out and build that up, but for now I'm going to try and be a little bit cheaper with it. This may or may not work against me, chat. Actually, I need to get back up there. Either that, actually. No, we could do it like this. Half blocks and advanced rotation, and there we go. Just have these going out on each side. I wish there was a way to prevent falling off from here, but sadly, no. I want to copy the shape. I also want to... Can I copy rotation? No. Okay. Enough. Did they remove iron tier? They've actually changed a lot of the material tiers. So it goes wood to frame, sorry, to wood to cobble to some concrete to steel. It is significantly streamlined progression path now. Now, this little platform is honestly just danger. However, should be good enough for a bit. Let's make some more frames. I'll take the platform out to... Sure, we'll go about here. I thought there was still an iron tier. I haven't played since 20.2. Never really gotten far beyond cobble. I mean, they used to have flagstone and stuff as well. I want copy shape, and I also want to be on face. Oh, no. Maybe not. Very much not, actually. Now, as I was saying, these cobble structures have a very specific, like, maximum weight. 3, another 12. That they can support in any particular direction. If I make this large enough, then Shilab and I will be safe enough while up there. Wood has a very different maximum kind of structural support capacity. Eventually, we'll probably hack down a decent amount of this so that this is more of a corner support pillar. Or maybe it could be a pillar just going up straight through the middle. I don't know. But for now, let's just get this done. Effectively, what I want is just a platform that we can stand on. Ideally, we would want some sort of protection at the front so that we'd be able to deal with any like zombie cops or vultures that spit, but that's more of a... It'll be nice to have than a need to have. I remember Flagstone through your playthroughs, yeah. Yeah, I enjoyed the previous kind of upgrade tiers. But this is a lot less complicated. Like, for example, you don't do wet concrete anymore. That is a thing of the past. Instead, now, you... at this point, I do need some stone, so I'm just going to dig my little base. Instead, now, you just use concrete mix, and you directly upgrade to dry concrete. You don't have a wet concrete tier. I do not have enough wood to make a ladder to get out of here. That was dangerous. Hell's Angel, yeah, that would be good if that platform were in its final position, but it really not. So putting iron bars there right now would mean having to gather the iron for it, followed by having to tear it down when I wanted to expand the platform. Like, what I'm building right now will probably be good enough for the first Horde Night and possibly the second as well. But beyond that, then, we would need a much bigger Horde base to support it. I kind of miss the regular concrete to reinforced concrete. I kind of do as well, if I'm perfectly honest. Because now it just goes from regular concrete straight to steel reinforced. Needed my own drink there. Let's replant some trees while I'm here. Out at the ground as well, that's a very important step. Okay, let's just jump down into the bunker. Continue our dig for now. Really? Really? Damn it. Let me dig. Is that all? Okay. Well, if you say so. I mean, any mine will eventually give you copious amounts of rock. So I'm not mining down here for the sake of gathering rock. I would just make a mine for that. But since I want to excavate this area anyway to make a little bunker, it makes sense to do it now. And this as well. Now down here I can get at these. Oh, Rui, how you doing, mate? Fantastic to see you in chat, buddy. Hope all is well for you. Start replacing these with frame shapes. Should end up with enough cobble and clay to both cobble these areas and then go out and work more on the whole base. I'm complaining you. I hope Sheelab is feeling better. Sheelab is feeling better, and I'm feeling much, much better. Her cough is still there, though, so she wasn't able to be on comms for this stream. She's just popped off the bed, actually. Let's get all that done. There we go. Can dugout walls fall on you? Yes, yes, there is structural integrity both in what you build and what you dig. Dugout walls can absolutely fall on you. Last time I went beyond cobble, it was reinforced concrete to iron to reinforced iron to steel and whatnot. I will try to play it later today so I can figure out the new setup in depth. Thanks for the heads up on that. Oh, more than welcome, mate. Ah, damn it. Oh, I've got to repair this. Be easier for me to get in there. And finally over here. How can I be hungry again? My character is a bottomless pit. Some ladders. 3 will do. This is probably low enough. Down here for my little bunker. Yeah, well, the more laborious the things you're doing, the faster your hunger goes. So yeah, I am mining in game right now, so I'm going to be getting hungrier faster. Yep. Yeah. Grab some grub. Sadly, I didn't take the first level of cooking, which was a bit silly of me. So I don't think I can even make grilled meat. Let's have a look. Nope. So I'm going to need to wait until the next skill point and definitely need to take that. For now, I'll just take this chicken ration and this lamb ration. These should be good enough. "12 hours left to get infected." It's literally why I'm holding out on wrapping up the stream. It's because you've got a bet on the go. It'd be rude to wrap up before that could be concluded. All right, let's have a drink. If I had some red tea, this would be even better because I'd be able to get efficient digestion. Are the evil infect birds still a thing? Yes, disproportionately more likely to get you infected from a vulture attack. This is a new run, yeah. And it is going relatively well. Thank you so much for the 11th months, by the way. Yes. Not sure. In fact, I think the vultures have gone even worse. For example, whereas you could, like, if you absolutely needed to, you could get in a car or something and outdrive the Horde Knight. Boring way to spend the Horde Knight, but you could do it. if you needed to. That is no longer a thing. Right, so we don't have a robotic sledge, which makes for a less easy way of dealing with this horde now.